Go.
Hey everybody, welcome to yet another week of PTOM Theater. I'm Scott Butterworth, and as always, I'm here with Ryan Taljonick.
Hello.
Nothing has changed.
Well, I am growing a mustache.
It's
That's
true.
New.
No Shave November.
Uh-huh.
How's that working out for you so far?
Well, so far you can't even tell. But
Still pretty hairless.
Well,
anyways, welcome to our second GTA-related video in the span of 2 to 3 weeks.
3 weeks, I believe.
But it's pretty exciting this week because we have the premiere trailer for Grand Theft Auto 5, which dropped yesterday. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. We just wanted to give you guys some of our initial impressions and some insights into what we got out of the trailer. Since Rockstar is always very particular about what they release, there's always like very careful attention paid.
You can pull out
Lots of detail, always. As you can see, we're back in Los Santos, if not all of San Andreas. It's unclear if we're going to get all 3 major cities of San Andreas, but at the very least, we're starting out in Los Santos, the fake Los Angeles. Guy riding a jet ski in Long Beach Harbor, which would never happen, but whatever, off in the mountains. So clearly you get out of the city a little bit with that shot in the mountains. And we have this guy in a fancy car who I think you believe might be what do you think?
Well,
about
maybe there are multiple protagonists this time around. Probably not, but it could be possible. And we see him a couple times in the trailer. Maybe he's more important than just a random oily muscled man dude driving a nice convertible around the town trying to pick up chicks.
Be nice. Vin Diesel's a good guy. My guess is he might be like a mission giver character. He does appear twice in the trailer, which makes it seem like maybe he's significant in some way. But I'm guessing he's not our protagonist.
Right.
But it's interesting nonetheless. And I actually think that, wow, that house looks like it's straight out of The Sims 3. Oh, and the 5 freeway. For people who don't know, the 5 freeway runs directly through Los Angeles. That's a call out to all the California kids.
Yeah.
This is Venice Beach. This is a guy in a crazy sweater.
That is a nice sweater.
And it is.
It's like a Michael
sweater.
Grimm
That brings
sweater.
us to this man, who I believe is probably our protagonist.
Yeah, I agree.
There's been talk that maybe he's Tommy Vercetti from Vice City. He kind of looks like him a little bit. The timing would be right since Vice City was set in the 80s. He'd be a little older now.
He'll have aged enough.
This appears to be set in the modern day. Rockstar's gone on record saying that it is not voiced by Ray Liotta, so it may not be the guy. It's kind of iffy, but it's interesting to think about.
Yeah, well, maybe his voice changed over a period of 20 years. Who knows?
It's possible. We got some people being crop dusted.
Right, he just sprays them. I'm assuming that's some kind of poison or something, since right then he's like, well, now
could
I'm back
be a
to crime.
pesticide? Yeah, that's where the narrative goes. Oh, but you know how it is. Crime.
Same premise as the last
Yeah,
two
it's really
GTAs.
interesting that the premise is literally identical. I mean, even the trailer is very similar to the launch trailer for GTA 4,
right.
where it's like, oh, man, I sure wanted to get out of crime, so I moved, but golly, I'm back into crime.
Turns out
the premise is identical, which is kind of a shame, but that still looks, it looks interesting.
And then here, it's always
van.
It's interesting to me that he hops out of this Bugstar's pest control van. They put the FU in fumigate, which is
true.
Funny.
Gotta love Rockstar.
But so if he's poisoning the migrant workers in that last little clip with pesticide, and now he's jumping out of this pesticide van, maybe that plays kind of a big role in the game in terms of that's what that's his front is for crime or whatever.
My guess is that maybe there'll be a mission or two with that, but I doubt we'll see it as like a recurring thing. But who knows? Who knows?
Yeah,
it might play a major role in the game.
Yeah, well, I guess maybe if I ever decide to rob a bank, I will do it dressed up in a gas mask, jumping out of a bug van.
That's a good way to do it. It worked out for those guys, probably.
Maybe.
In-N-Out truck that drove past, fake In-N-Out truck, In-N-Out. Burger chain in California, don't worry about it.
This scene of the dude hammering, foreclosure
sign.
Sale, it's super cool that they've kind of pulled in those real world economic problems that are obviously very prevalent.
It's very Rockstar to be sort of upfront about what's happening in the world, be sort of topical. There's definitely a lot of economic disparity on display in this trailer. You see, homeless people under a freeway versus giant skyscrapers versus people in jets versus a house.
And I guess that's not really.
I
guess that's not really anything new per se, but it's just kind of interesting. Like it feels more, it's integrated.
It's definitely a focus of the trailer. It's a big part of what we're seeing in the trailer. So I'm guessing it's going to play a big role in the game as well.
Sure.
Homeless dude. What's up, homeless dude?
Yeah.
I'd also like to point out that there are 3 separate planes in this trailer. We have the fighter jet in the middle. We have this guy right over the Vinewood sign towards the end, which is actually the same plane that we see in San Andreas.
Yep.
And then the crop dusting plane that we were talking about earlier. So it'll be interesting to see if maybe pilotable planes are back.
Isn't that a blimp?
There's also a blimp and helicopters, tons of aircraft.
Yeah, so that'd be cool.
So I mean, there were no planes in Grand Theft Auto 4, but there were in San Andreas. So maybe they're making a return. Hard to say,
that
but
would be fun.
It's interesting that there are 3 different planes in the span of a minute and 20 seconds.
Right.
So hey, they might be back. Who knows?
But that'll about wrap things up for this week. We'd love to know what you guys think of the trailer, or if you've caught anything that maybe we missed.
Definitely.
Just let us know in the comments.
I think our overall opinions were pretty similar. Where I think we were both a little disappointed initially, in that it was exactly what we expected. It was,
Yeah.
you know, like, oh, it's a setting we've been to before. It's a story that we're familiar with. So I think maybe we both wanted something a little more unexpected or surprising or
But
exciting.
I think maybe we warmed up as we picked up on some of the little
Definitely. I mean,
details.
it's looking great. I mean, it's hard to not be excited about a Grand Theft Auto game. But yeah, leave us your opinions and go ahead and tune in next week
Yeah, we'll catch
when we
you
talk
guys
about
then.
something else.